3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Ghost Pirate Presents Horrorween. This is episode 5 of 13. In this episode, we talk about Tim Burton's Frankenweenie.
The nervous system is just wires and cables. Even after death, the muscles respond to electricity.
I remember going to see this in theaters when it first came out, and Tim Burton was the thing. This stop motion animation type of filmmaking was the shit. Everybody was into this, because this came out after Nightmare Before Christmas, after Corpse Bride. This was the thing. There was all these knockoffs, people trying to do what he was doing. It was just a very popular thing at the time. And so when I went and saw this, I really enjoyed it. But I couldn't understand why it didn't seem to be that huge smash hit that the other ones were. And rewatching it now and looking back, I can totally understand why. First off, if you look at who the target audience for this movie was, the truth is, it's Tim Burton. He fucking made a movie for himself. You know, he just made a piece of art that he wanted to make. Because this isn't really towards kids, because it is super intense and super scary, and I can't really see this being something that I would want my little kid to go watch. But at the same time, it's still animation, so it's not directly for adults. I mean, granted, a lot of adults, including myself, love this type of stuff. But my point is, this wasn't a production company's, wet dream. This is not something that they were like, yeah, this is what we want. This is going to get adults and kids, blah, blah, blah. This is definitely his vision. It's not just trying to hit all target audiences. This is really kind of a narrowed vision, more so than Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas. But also had less mass appeal because it was playing on the Universal monsters so much. And people like me who love the Universal classics, we love this, right? But these are old movies. Not everybody loves the Universal movies. Not everybody's even seen them. Become more of a select type of people that are into the Universal classic black and white films. So this isn't like a mass appeal situation here. But that's also why I loved this. I love how much you see each of the different famous Universal monsters and characters in this movie in one way or another. I mean, even Vincent Price is basically the professor. He goes by a different name. It's basically fucking Vincent Price. This whole movie is an homage to Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. Everything, even down to the boy himself, is Victor Frankenstein. So if you're into the Universal monsters, then this movie is just a blast. But there are some dated, problematic things in this. One thing that did bother me some was the way the Asian boy is portrayed. The fact that they made him as the, overly intelligent, overly zealous, willing to win at all costs, that type of bullshit, it was bothersome to me. But as a culture, I think we're starting to learn about some of these things, so we wouldn't necessarily see this done so prevalent in a movie these days. So just like a lot of Disney movies, you have to kind of realize that they're a product of their time. And unfortunately, there is racist and prejudice and things throughout a lot of Disney movies that is a little bit bothersome. Even though it is bothersome, I don't believe it was meant to be mean-spirited. And it's something that hopefully we learn from. But I feel like you can still enjoy the movie regardless of some of the things like that in it that might be a little bit uncomfortable. The overall animation is just gorgeous. Another thing that also I think made this have less mass appeal was the fact that it's all black and white. And kids love color. People in general love color. And one of the things that was so amazing about Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride was just the amazing palette, this beautiful landscape of colors that they use in these movies. And this one was completely void of color. To me, I found that beautiful, I found that interesting, I found it different. But I do understand that on a mass level, this is not as appealing to the eye. So that's another thing about it. But it's also like two sides to the coin. And like I said, on the other hand, to me, I find that unique and beautiful and interesting. But all in all, it has a really sweet, heartwarming story and a lot of really creepy elements about it that are a lot of fun, but I don't think it's necessarily for your little ones. Kids are a little bit older, this would be good for, but I wouldn't recommend this necessarily for your little ones because it does have some pretty creepy imagery that is a little bit frightening, and I could definitely see this giving some of them nightmares. But it is a fun movie, and if you have kids that are a little more in the 10, 11, 12 range, I feel like this is a great movie to be a family movie where the adults are going to have fun and your kids are going to have fun. All in all, it is a really fun movie. It is really well done, and I do highly recommend it for the right crowd. So I hope you guys check this out and have a good time with it. It is right now on Disney+. So like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button, and remember, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.
I need your help.
I asked him first.
My problem bigger.
Yeah, he's right.